Hey guys!
Hello!
So now that we have an awesome electric guitar,
Yep.
we need a suitable amplifier to play it with.
Yep.
So I've been collecting little bits and pieces to build one sort of custom.
Okay.
And because that guitar is so unique, you know, made from a 1920s cigarette tin and a 30s Coil pickup, I thought that we had to keep in the theme of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've collected a few things here. The first thing is a 1936 Philco Tombstone radio.
Yep.
And this one, someone gutted it before it came into my possession. So it's completely empty.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not taking anything apart there. We're just taking the case and bringing it back to being useful again.
Yep.
And back here, we have a late 30s, early 40s speaker.
I think it's a field coil speaker.
It's a 12-inch field coil speaker, and what that means is that normally there's a big magnet on the back of the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
A permanent magnet.
Mm-hmm.
And those magnetic fields were put together sort of post-war. You know, post-World War II, they were able to do those magnets.
Okay.
So before World War II, what they usually did was used a big coil to induce a magnetic field from direct current.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having a permanent magnet on the back, that thing has a giant electromagnet that takes like, you know, 90 volts or something.
Okay.
So you got to drive a high voltage DC current through the back section there to create a magnetic field.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually out of this organ. This was a 30s chord organ, a Hammond chord organ. The electronics were junk, but we salvaged the speaker. It's a very rare speaker at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then in front of it, we've got a few things here. This goes over here. We've got these three items here go with the speaker because we need to build a power supply for that coil.
Okay.
So we've got a big smoothing capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a current limiting resistor. Mm-hmm. And we've got a bridge rectifier.
Okay.
So with those things, we can basically design this thing so that it can just plug in.
And were those all bought specifically for that field coil speaker?
Yep.
Or oh, okay.
So we've still got some circuit design and testing to do with that. We'll see exactly how it ends up playing out. But, you know, those parts are there and ready for that guy.
Okay. All
right, and here we've got the core of our system here, the power, which this is a Type 25 Leslie amplifier. It's out of a Leslie tone cabinet. Mm-hmm. That I don't use the amp in because the amp is one, broken, and two, my organs don't require the cabinet, speaker cabinet, to be amplified internally. Mm-hmm. They have their own amplifier, so this can find a new home. It's never been used here. So this is 12AU7 is the input tube here, so it's a very clean sound. Mm-hmm. And these are 6L6 output tubes, so it's 25 watts, I think. It's actually pretty beefy amplifier. This thing can probably get pretty loud. Mm-hmm. And it's got its transformers and its cap and whatnot, but as you can see here, one of its smokestack power resistors
is
past the end of its life. All right, and it's impossible to find those anymore. They don't make them. But I was able to find another 10 watt, 150 ohm power resistor. It's in a square package, so that'll fit in the hole. Okay. So we can replace that one with this and see if that fixes the problem. There may be other problems internally here that caused that thing to blow up.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then this one will probably blow up as well. But I'm hoping that it was just end of life.
Okay.
All right, and so these things get their power through the plugs. Mm-hmm. And they also get their like input signal and stuff through the plugs. Mm-hmm. So in order to interface with this, rather than do a hack job and like cut off this cable and interface to those wires, I thought I would do a fancier job. And I actually tracked down one of these Ampex, I think they're called, or Amphenol, one of those, connector here. So these are kind of hard to find, but I managed to find one. So that's for interfacing to this cable here.
And where does that one go?
What's that?
Where does that go? The connector.
This goes on our external box. So there's going to be a box that we build that everything connects to.
Oh, I see.
And this is a little pressure ring for mounting it into a panel. So we're actually going to be able to mount that correctly and nicely. And then we have this, which is a speaker plug. And the speaker actually goes here into the amplifier. So that'll be going off to our field coil speaker. So this goes to the voice coil of the speaker. The power supply goes to the field coil of the speaker. And then we need our power coming in here. And our signal coming in here from the guitar preamp. This amplifier does not have a built-in preamp. It's a power amplifier only. So we're going to have to build a little preamplifier of some sort to go along with this. We'll test it with just the guitar straight through and see how it sounds, but chances are we're probably going to want something like a 12AX7 type of tube preamp in front. So we'll see what we can put together with that. Yeah, I've got a little Studio MP thing that I could probably use in that role. So we'll see. I mean, it depends on what everything sounds like. And so that pretty much sums up all of the parts. So in next week's video, we're going to start actually restoring the case. As you can see, it's got various damage and scratches, and it hasn't been polished in probably 30 years, and you know, it's got dirt all over it. It's dirty on the inside. Needs to be stripped down. So, you know, we'll get to work on cleaning this thing up. Tasty. And we'll see you guys then.
Okay. See ya.